Oh gosh, when Mazino starts making those sounds, you know it's a Friday.
Of course, definitely.
You know it's a Friday.
Good morning and welcome. It's another first-class edition of your favorite breakfast show.
Yeah,
Wake Up Nigeria, Friday edition.
Yes, and we love Friday.
Absolutely.
It's all the excitement that comes with the day, and of course, on the show today, we have just what it takes to help you usher in the weekend.
Yes. As we reflect on an amazing week, it was amazing, wasn't it? It was okay.
It was really
an all right week, yeah. So, we would like to also know that you guys, had an amazing one yourself, and everything stood out for you this week, hopefully. But then we get ready for the weekend, and this is the weekend starter.
Guess what? You made the right choice. You joined us this morning, especially when you get to see a smile like the one that is gleaming in the kitchen right now.
Yeah, you have to wonder which smile exactly, the one on her face or the one
on the shirt, actually. The one on, is that smiling on my shirt?
Yes,
it is.
Is it smiling?
You didn't even know there was a smile on your shirt. Look. You have
All I cared about was
your
that
clothes
my
are
mom
just
was
all over the
written.
place.
Don't stress me, guys, and that's for y'all.
Yeah,
Yo.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So at any point, if Winfrey is not smiling up here, just look to her shirt and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Lower, not lower. I'm sorry.
A lot of jokes are coming your way today, Winfrey. Just prepare your mind. My name is Titi Lyle.
Of course, my name is Mazino Peel. Stream the show live. You want to do tvcentertainment.tv and also on Facebook. We are TVC Connect. Watch us also GOTV 27 and on UHF channel 49.
You can also watch us from anywhere in the world as long as you have the TVC app. Just download it for Android or iOS.
Indeed.
So now for what we have on the show, of course, on a Friday. All right.
Welcome back.
Friday, yo.
Yes, it is Friday, and what we didn't mention was that it is also
Game day!
And today our game has been kept away from the participants. They do not know exactly what game we will be playing, just so that they do not go and
Isn't that always get
arrange it.
And I don't understand why they are participants, not non-participants.
I'm a non-participant.
Why?
Because I designed it and I'll win if you make me participate.
Should I put the games together next Friday?
I accept your challenge, girl.
Yes, please.
Do you still want to live?
Well,
not give Winfrey that.
as long as it's not like Squid Games, I'm all right. I'm good.
We're not Squid Games. What are we playing for?
Producers, no.
We have it in record. Winfrey would do the game.
Yeah, she will. She will.
Oh my gosh.
And so,
The rain last night, man, and I was thinking of, the warnings, the flood warnings and all of that, and I saw firsthand how easy it is for someone to be caught up in a flood.
Yeah.
It could
where
happen.
were you? On the island?
Yeah, I was on the island. It could happen like this. Like, there's sometimes a volume of rain in what? In, say,
5 minutes.
5 minutes is too much.
That's VI
In
for
30
you.
seconds to 1 minute.
VI for you.
Like, it was literally, okay, just pattering down, and then the next moment it was hail and wind and all these things. And then you find out you're in the middle of something and you're trying to go, oh, it's getting full. Because I always wonder that, how do people get stuck in rain, or, how do we have casualties and all of that? Don't they see it coming at times?
No, they don't.
You can't even see it coming.
Nature is something that, man, someone said you don't...
Mother Nature is a mother.
It is.
But one of the rules for me is if it starts to rain, especially in places like VI and Lekki, it might be best to just stop that meeting or that whatever activity and just try and move now, because if you wait, the floods could have got to a particular level.
I'll tell you something, however. It depends on the time of year. The rain from yesterday, wouldn't last more than 10 minutes, and it really didn't. I was in it as well. I was in Lake as well. And I rode
But it was heavy.
Oh, but it was mad. I don't know whether it was mad. Like, at one point, I was like, what? It was mad heavy.
Yeah. You didn't tell exactly what it was you were trying to get
No, girl,
while you were in the rain.
Well, I was trying
the bone I
was trying to get some protein.
I need to pick with you
get
and
some
Titi.
fish.
Because these two are not our friends.
Wow.
They're not our friends. Let's just do the weather and stuff.
We took one for the team.
Friend.
And you are welcome. My name is Mazino Appeal for a Friday. This is the news. In Nasarawa State, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has assured Nigerians that if elected, his government would maximize potentials in the mining sector to grow the nation's economy. The presidential candidate spoke at a town hall meeting on mining held in Lafia, the Nasarawa State capital. Godwin Agwam reports.
Nigeria's current per annum demand for dimension stone is estimated at 8 million square meters, valued at $124 million. The country currently has a capacity of 3 million square meters, which is valued at $47 million. Nasarawa State, on its part, has 5 million square meters of marbles and granites that can serve as a market for Africa. This is aside from other mineral deposits in the state, such as lithium, lead, and gold. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress is in the state for a town hall meeting to find possible ways of maximizing these potentials. He is optimistic better revenue can be made from the sector.
It is the obligation of our government, and I promise you, to manage this gift from God Almighty. Manage it to improve the living standard of our people.
The National State Governor is confident that the state has abundance of mineral resources to meet the nation's demand.
We have the largest deposits of so many viable minerals, including coking coal, barytes, lead, zinc, and lithium.
Other leaders of the state want an unbundling of the sector and a provision of a derivation formula for producing states.
If you look at the Mining and Mineral Acts of 2007, the entire gamut of the system or the sector is more of an exclusive list business.
Leaders of the party expressed confidence in the capacity of the presidential candidate to deliver on his promises.
The manifesto presented by our very able candidate, when he unveiled his action plan, you will see details of what he and his government, or he and our government, intend to do in each of the areas that were supposed to have potential.
A discussion panel was held, and the resolutions from the panel are expected to serve as a guide for the presidential candidate in the event of a victory for his party. Godwin Agwam, TVC News.
And now outside Nigeria, President Joe Biden has expressed relief after Democrats fended off major Republican gains in the polls. Republicans are inching towards control of the House of Representatives, but President Biden noted that a giant red wave did not materialize on Tuesday night. In his first speech since polls closed around the country, President Joe Biden called out detractors who, he said, doubted his incessant optimism about Democrats' ability to stave off resounding Republican wins in the midterm elections. Even as his presidency is now likely entering a new period of divided government, if Republicans win either chamber of Congress, they will be able to block the president's agenda. The White House is also braced for congressional investigations into the Biden administration.
I felt good during the whole process. I thought we were going to do fine. While any seat lost is painful, some good Democrats didn't win the last night. Democrats had a strong night. And we lost fewer seats in House of Representatives than any Democratic president's first midterm election in the last 40 years. And we had the best midterm for governors since 1986. And another thing that we know is that voters spoke clearly about their concerns, about raising costs, the rising costs that they're in, and the need to get inflation down. There's still a lot of people hurting. They're very concerned. And it's about crime and public safety. And they sent a clear and unmistakable message that they want to preserve our democracy and protect the right to choose in this country.
Now let's move on to sports. A section of the wall of the new multi-purpose sports hall of the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba has collapsed. The sports hall is still under construction and scheduled to be used for the events of the 2022 National Sports Festival. The section caved in as a result of an error when the heavy-duty crane lifted the trusses for the roofs of the building. Now, dispelling reports on if lives were lost in the process, the engineers handling the construction and also officials of the state government have assured that it was a minor accident, which they will be correcting in 48 hours.
We don't have issues. You can look at all the other structures too. We are safe. It's the crane operator that had a minor accident. Time good, safety first. You understand? We won't compromise safety because of time. As much as we want to meet up with time, we will take the activities one step after the order.
The stories we are hearing is that Stephen Keshi Stadium came falling and that individuals passed on. Nobody died. It's just a little bruise that somebody suffered on account of the war. And of course, the person have even returned to work.
And that's it for the news and sports. Do stay tuned. We've still got more inside of Wake Up Nigeria.
Eventually having some really great movies when there's a scene of suspense and something is about to happen.
Yeah, they look this thing.
What? What? What are you talking about?
Mike
That was telling you to get tattoo. You should get one arm like this.
Yeah, just for
Mike has been in love with himself.
The issue with tattoos is that
He looks good. Why
if
not?
I decide to give blood, it's a problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, really?
Yeah. True.
I didn't know that.
Tattoo, it's a problem, and I think that I've not done it, but something I think I would do a lot. That's one thing I think I would, because if I'm fit enough and it's something that I can replenish, I would love to help as much as
So
I can.
you plan it, it's strategy, everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you
But I would like that too, so I don't know how to. But
What I'm saying now, you plan it. You now draw
there are
all
quite
the
a
blood
few-
you want to give in future now.
So there
Before you
are
do the
some,
tattoo.
it's you know, there are certain situations where, God forbid, a family member needs it, and you're this person that could be able to help that family.
help that
Just
person.
because of some art on your body, now you can't help the person. God forbid, you know.
I will find out from somebody what that art really, did it enter the bloodstream or not?
I don't know
Did it
why.
affect the blood?
I think there's a timing
scare
to it.
of
I'm not
a
sure.
particular disease. I think it's hepatitis or something.
Okay.
The chances are increased.
I increase there if I
multiple needles.
going into your body. Okay, definitely.
But you're not that generous. Why are you making us seem?
No.
Wow, Mazino.
I mean, do you know what it is to give blood? Mike is not that generous. This one.
You know what I think? Yeah. And also, you know, people that donate organs after they've passed. I mean, if you're not going to where you're going, why can't people donate more? I mean,
There's it's just not. It's not something that happens a lot here unless it's very, very essential. It's an emergency or something like that. But
Which one, the organ or the blood?
both in Africa. You know,
They don't donate, but they sell it.
Well, the truth,
We're just
once
saying,
again,
it's
and I hate to sound
true now.
grim, is that when most people die here, it's often because
don't-
something
wrong.
Yeah, something.
donating organs. So
Exactly.
There's so many
exactly.
regulations you have to,
Yes.
boxes you have to tick before you say,
Before
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
to be able to give your organ, what's going to kill this guy? Is he dying from natural causes? Is the organ
Yeah.
affected? So many
All
stuff
sorts of
like that,
stuff.
you know.
Oh,
Remember
well.
that movie Will Smith, the one where he donated every single organ?
Organ,
I
yeah.
can't remember what it was called.
I can't remember myself.
It doesn't come to mind now.
He even went as far as donating his
Donated
eyes, his
Now,
corneas.
what he did was he
Wow.
ended his time here on Earth in a very peculiar fashion that
Yeah.
will not affect any of the
Any
organs
part.
Yeah.
he was donating. So what he did was, I think you should see the movie. Once
Yeah.
I remember what it is, I'm going to tell the name.
I
and
like
then you
to
should
see it.
It's grim,
But it was a deep one. Apparently, it was a true story. Apparently,
very, very deep.
Apparently,
What was
but
it
I don't
called
know.
again?
We'll figure it out.
Once you cross 40, your memory just goes with it.
No, that's just you, man.
That's just,
That's just
there's a
you.
people that it's the mental acuity is heightened.
Oh.
You know, and then you move to a stratosphere, different level of.
Navex. Okay, so as we prepare for the weekend, we've given you guys plenty of things to think about, maybe movies. And so we've also got a game that's coming up that's very interesting that you could play with your friends or family as you guys gather together. However, let's find out from each of us what the weekend's going to be like, starting from Winfred here.
Yes,
what
sir.
are you doing? Any modeling or stuff?
Oh, it's fashion
reminded you, didn't I?
weekend. Yeah,
Fashion
you did,
weekend?
Totally. It's fashion weekend, so I'll definitely be there. Saturday, we still trade fair is still on, so we're going
Yeah.
to visit MM.
Fashion weekend.
Yes.
I will drag you there to see. Have you guys gone to trade fair?
I will go to trade fair.
I know.
I will go to the trade
So
fair.
yeah, I think that's
When's
it
the
for
trade
me.
fair?
I will go to the trade fair.
Trade
A
fair
lot
is
of
ending,
events.
Sunday.
Sunday, actually.
Sunday.
And then, Mike, what are you doing?
And Afrima
Let's
is
see.
still on as well, so
Today, today's going to be a very full day.
Afro.
Probably be shooting tomorrow, and then probably get to the island and try and see and make the trade fair. Just
We have to support
Pop in and pop out.
you know, go with the trade fair. Look at you.
You're out there,
I'm
you're
supporting
looking-
our sister. Is that
What? Mike,
But yeah,
go and buy
but
clothes.
yeah, so
Buy clothes in
Yeah,
trade fair.
today is going to be very busy, shooting and all
Yeah,
of that.
oh yeah.
Today's going to be busy. We'll probably going to be here till night for Black Table.
Black Table.
Till Black Table.
So Black Table starts
Till
at 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
on Fridays.
up until Saturday.
Yeah, I wanted to come in for the last one, but I watched most of it, and it's a cool discussion. 11 o'clock, just chill if you're still awake, or try to be awake.
So you know why I watch Black Table, right? Does everybody know why I watch Black Table?
Why do you watch Black Table?
Because they're all fine boys.
Oh, good.
I don't even know
I don't know where you get these guys from.
I don't even know where they're
They're all more handsome
They're just
than
men.
you.
Apparently, Titi has no plans for the weekend.
But I am planning to be at Trade Fair, and I'm going to be at church on Sunday. So yeah, that's happening.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Why not?
We're preparing.
When you said it, that makes it seem like
No, so
Like,
much, especially this weekend because we are preparing for the experience.
Yeah.
It's going to go to TBS once again this year, and it's been a while since COVID happened.
Tell
We
you
haven't
what.
been able to do that. So
I dare you to segue from that.
Okay, so we like to keep it trendy right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, on Fridays, one way to do that is actually by fashion. And today we have Olawale Yusuf Afolayan, the owner of Asheda Apparel label. And of course, he's here to talk some fashion with us. Hi, sir. How you doing?
Everyone, thanks for having me on your show.
Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. It's a pleasure having you here. We've literally seen some of your amazing designs already, and Mike has literally been going on and on and on and on about it. So now tell me about this particular brand, Asheda. First of all, where's that name from?
Okay, like the name Asheda originated from, talks about our culture. You know, whenever you think about Africa, I want you to have this, this feel about our heritage and our culture. So I'm trying to actually exhibit fashion, like our culture through fashion.
Okay.
You know, so wherever you are, be it a Nigerian or an African, an European, wherever you're from, anytime you think about, Africa, how about we just, get this across to you through fashion?
Through fashion, right? Amazing. And now I think I love the particular designs you go for. Fine, African fabrics, we have different kinds, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We have this particular one. So what's the name of this particular fabric you work with?
I work with both linen and African antiques.
African antiques, that's what it is, with the ones with the markings and all of that. I know, do they have meanings now? The markings and
Actually, they do.
Okay.
But the ones, the patterns on them don't really, carry a meaning. But the one on the designs around the logo carries like as a meaning.
Okay, so now can you tell me what one of those designs, what they mean?
You know, we have amongst, if you notice, there are three, dominant, symbols there.
Yes.
One of them is unity, courage, and strength.
Yeah.
And you cannot, when you think about Africa, you can't take that out of Africa.
I'm telling you.
We are strong. We are, aggressive.
And I think it's aggressive, yes. I mean, I love the fact that, with Africa, everything is a symbol, right?
Yeah,
a symbol for something. It expresses something. It expresses our culture. Even when you see, when you see an image, an African image, either this is from here, probably from the south, north, east, or west. And it's good that they actually have their own particular meaning. So now tell me about the brand. How did you start, and how has the journey been so far?
Well, it's that's a long story, but I'll be very brief.
Yeah.
I've always been a talented person anyway, right from young.
Bravo, brother.
Yeah, but I've always been a fan of Tommy Hilfiger.
Okay.
And whenever I see people wear Tommy Hilfiger like clothing, I feel like how wish someone can just wear my own designs.
Like this, yeah.
But along the way, one of the things that actually triggered Asheda was that I noticed that in Nigeria all we have is just agbada, the normal kaftan, and it's the same thing that has been happening. The same thing for I can say over 100 years because if I say fathers, you see them wearing the same thing. If you go to weddings, the same thing, and I'm sure it was what they saw. Their own fathers do.
Yes,
that's what I can say. For over 100 years, probably the same thing has been happening. But foreigners, in the Western world, you have diverse kind of tops and you have polos, t-shirts, And I thought, what? How can I, come up with something that, to, bring out our culture? Then I came up with a very unique design. You know, I thought of a design that I know that you can actually wear comfortably, and also carry out our culture. We need to sell our culture to the world too.
True, very true.
You know, so that's why you know, I thought about that. Also considering our climate. You know, you see some people wearing suits to offices, which I still find have problems with. You know, but so Asheda is quite light, you know, and user friendly.
And user friendly, really, really nice. So now, when you talk about your brand, what do you think? So now I think we have our first model out there. Mike, how you doing out there? Looking stunning in this particular piece. I think I like this particular one because if you look at it. It actually looks kind of Western, but then again, of course, I can see the blend, a nice blend of the African. So this particular one, what inspired this particular outfit?
Yeah, actually, like, of course, if you're looking at the top, you can see that, it's a T-shirt here, but if you take a closer look, you notice this is quite unique.
Yes.
You know, it carries some touches of,
Model, please turn around.
Of, you know, these African touches and still carrying the...
Yes. So now I noticed that there's a reflective kind of fabric that you use. What was that made out of?
It's actually like a material.
Oh, it's a material. Is it glow in the dark?
Yeah, it does. Actually.
Oh, amazing.
Like
definitely would love to see
So wherever
that.
you are, and also in case if you are going out at night, you know, once you have, you know, cars, you know, coming in your direction, it reflects. So to make people know that you are there.
That you're there. Amazing. So now, what symbol is that particular one on the shirt?
You know, the front, the logo. That's my logo, actually.
That is your logo. Oh, nice. Because I noticed it's similar. What was it inspired by? The Benin head?
No, not at all. You know, we cannot separate masks from Africa.
True.
Just like we can't separate Africa from agriculture.
Okay. So what fabric is this one made out of?
Flax.
Flax.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. So I like the fact that you use the normal African fabric as well, and other. So now we have can we have our next model, please? Mike, thank you for your services. Thanks for your services. Next model, please. And of course, we have Daddy Grandpa. Now, this fabric, tell me about it. Or this design.
Yeah, it's you can see, taking a closer look at it, you notice that it carries this African, you know, all it screams is just Africa, you know, and this is my way of saying, okay, yeah, I'm a proud African. You know? So that's what that's about.
That's what it is, and I love the contrast with the white and black, and then of course we still have the Sheda logo right there in the middle. Looks really nice. Please, Grandpa, can you please turn around for us? Let's see what the back looks like. Yes. Okay, it's actually just plain and all of that. So, yeah, it's actually giving us that very mature vibe and all of that. That's nice. Okay, thank you. Can we have our next model, please? Okay, so we have Zainab right here. Mama Z. What? Turn around, please. Thank you. Oh, now I love this purple color. Right? So it's purple, it's green, and it's Asheda. So tell me about this design.
Yeah, you know, like the secret behind this design is that instead of having this normal, traditional, you know, one-faced color, now I want something, can you just imagine like an African top having multiple colors?
Multiple colors,
So
right?
this is like more of the first of its kind.
It actually is. I actually totally will love this particular one. I think it will pop on me. Yeah. You're looking stunning. Oh. Very nice. Okay, and I like the colors as well. And then you also infuse the purple into the logo.
Exactly.
Right there. Amazing. Thank you. Can we have our next model? Bestman. Okay, let's look at this one. So now the same thing with the one we just saw now, but it's just a different type of. That's Ankara, right?
No, antiques.
That's antiques.
Everything.
Everything is antique. Oh, nice. Okay. And the back is plain as well, but we have the symbols at the back as well. And that actually looks good. So can we have 4 of our models now? So we see everything side by side. Okay. So do you name your pieces?
Yeah, actually, I design annually.
Annually,
yes,
okay.
You know,
So collection by collection?
So this very one for this year is named Are.
Are.
Yes.
What inspired that?
Yeah, it's, you know, like, I want something that more like in between Agbada and Dashiki. You know, the middle.
The middle.
The middle, which is Eseki.
Okay.
So that was the inspiration.
The inspiration. So what does Are mean particularly?
Are is like more like someone noble, you know, in the Yoruba, you know, tradition.
Well, annoyed our models, though.
So like, so that gives that, you know, that shows that everyone wearing it, you know, should feel, you know, should celebrate yourself, embrace yourself, be confident, and you will always be a celebrity.
You'll always be a celebrity, right? Be proud of your culture.
Be proud of your culture.
And be proud of where you're from, your roots. Exactly. Nice. Thank you so much, models. Nice one. Take a bow. Yes, thank you. Now exit my studio. Thanks. All right, nice. So now when we talk about your brand, now where do you see it going from here? I mean, now especially thinking about how the whole world's embracing Africa, embracing African culture and all of that. I mean, we've seen Beyonce and Rihanna now in African prints, African hairdo. So now where do you see your brand in the large scale of things?
Yes, I believe with the pace, you know, Ashada Apparel is at the moment. Yeah. I believe, you know, we are really going to go far. The sky is really the limits. The kind of team I have with me, you know, I have an amazing team, and they are good at their craft, you know. So I believe, you know, Ashada is going, the target is the world, not just Nigeria as a whole or Africa. You know, but the world, Ashada is going places, I assure you. So just be on the lookout.
All right, wish you all the very best with that one. I think you're literally doing a really great job. That green apple, I'm expecting it in my meal. Thank you so much. All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking right here. Still so much to come right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Set.
Yeah, after picking Mazino off the floor.
Because I was protesting.
Yes, as he always does.
Whatever.
We have quite a lot happening on Fridays, and there's loads of fashion, and everybody's trying to drag those outfits.
Yeah,
you see those
beautiful.
They're lovely. And that's why we had to take extra effort in preparation for this next guest.
Yes, indeed. Finally joining us for an interesting conversation here is classic and worship singer Funmi Bucknor in the hizza.
Yes, sir. She's in the building. Her sonorous voice goes before her everywhere she is, and she's a talented singer who's been in music for quite a while. She's been around the world touching lives, and right now it's all about the journey so far. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Oh.
Yes, indeed. Now, I know you. We've met before, but I never knew you were a classic singer. And we heard something from some of your work, and I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. And then to now be met with the fact that it's somebody I know. I did not know this. That's beautiful. That's grand.
Thank you.
You need to let us in on how it all began. And I know that there's some music in your family. Talk to us about that.
Okay, so I'm from the Bucknor musical family, Bucknor, right? So, and my dad actually trained as a singer as well, a tenor at the Guildhall School of Music in London. So growing up, he introduced me to the world of music, myself and my brother. So he taught us how to play the piano, and then I started singing in choirs, you know, and that's how I got here.
So you're an instrumentalist as well. You can play the piano.
No, I cannot.
Or not the way you want to play.
Not the way I want to play.
Yes.
Okay.
But you've also studied in music as well.
Yes. In 2004, I went to Trinity College of Music. It's a leading, you know, world-renowned music conservatoire in London, and I trained as a soprano.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's saying it so casually. I trained as a soprano.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is to train as a soprano? That is understanding that instrument that is your voice so well that you can take it to notes that not the average person can take it to. So it's really great to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, how do Nigerians appreciate? What's the level of appreciation by Nigerians for classical music?
You know, to be honest, if you're not in that space, you would think it's not really accepted here, but it is. Because I actually had my debut concert maybe 12 years ago, and the hall was full.
12 years ago, you're 6 years old then.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
You know, and the hall was full. It was well accepted. I mean, we have the Muson Musical Society of Nigeria. You know, they're doing fantastic in that regard. When they do their concerts, you actually see people, you know, turn up to the events. And even if you're not that into classical music, you have an idea. Sometimes for some people, it's aspirational, you know, because, oh, I know. The other day I was talking to, I said, oh, I know Mozart. I like his music. I'm like, okay, tell me one. They couldn't remember the title, but like, oh, no, I actually listen to. You know, so yeah, people actually love classical music.
That's my story. I love listening to it. I see it in movies, and then I go researching just to sit down and listen to, you know, it maybe the OSTs, the soundtracks for these movies with classical OSTs and all. So I don't know who they are, but I just love the way it sounds. So I do have an appreciation of it. That's why I asked the question, if Nigerians are embracing it much like we would think, or, you know, but if I'm not in the space, how can I follow up? Is there like a community of people?
Yeah, there are communities, and there are different choral groups, you know, springing up every day. Every year, Muson churns out, you know, singers, instrumentalists, and all of that. But I think that what we should look, and collectively, even as classical singers, is to see how we can commonize it, that it becomes even acceptable, accepted by, I mean, I'm not trying to, even downfall drivers. Do you understand? Yeah, everybody. I mean, because everybody loves music. We all grew up in, maybe not all of us, but some of us grew up in Anglican churches. So in a way, you've been introduced to classical style of music.
Yeah. So, you know, it's interesting you should say that, because there's something about pop culture that people think of as pop music, but popular culture has just changed and evolved over the years, and it is possible for classical music to be put into more popular songs on the side. The likes of Alicia Keys has done it many times. And so you know, it is very possible. But I'm interested in the fact that December is coming, meaning Christmas is coming, and that's when all the classical concerts happen. Do you have something coming up?
Oh, yes, I do. So, on the 25th of November, at the Ajip Recital Hall, there is, I have my concert coming up. It's called Funmi Bucknor Live in Concert. And after my long break, I'm finally, like, I'm doing this. So, yeah, I want to invite everybody to come.
Can't wait.
We'll be there.
Can't wait.
That's beautiful. That's
Can't wait.
I want to take you up on your challenge. You said you want it to be accepted even by Danfo drivers. What are the bus stops between here and your home? Without being specific, just tell us.
There's Palm Grove.
Wow.
There's Onikpan.
Yeah.
There's Ikeja bus stop.
Yeah. Palm Grove, Onikpan, Ikeja.
Yeah.
Where else?
One more.
One more.
Jibowu bus stop.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I want you to take those 4 bus stops and put them into classical music and sing it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, the one that says what Danfo driver to be classical. Oh, yeah.
Jibowu alagomeji Ikeja ewaworo.
Oh, that was beautiful.
I would like everybody to know that that was my inspiration. If it ever goes viral,
the credit.
hashtag Mazino Appeal. Yes, of course.
Why? She sang it.
How many times?
Wow.
See,
she sang
you've not heard of Machala.
What would be fun, actually, and I'm still trying to play with that idea. Have a Fuji music song classical way.
Oh, nice.
How would it sound like?
I'm sure it will be divine. It's just
give us a bit.
no,
not here.
Yeah, it will just because I have to work with an arranger you know, to arrange the music, that sort of thing. I'm not that musical, actually.
Oh,
you know, I can read music, but I can sing. You know, I've been trained as a soprano singer, so I sing by hearing a lot of times.
I need to hear more, though. I need to hear more. Is there any specific song you could give us right now?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Make it
that
longer.
that camera is yours. That number 3 is yours. Number three. Right
oh,
there.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I stand to take
Can
this
she
one?
stand?
Oh.
Is it okay for her to stand?
Okay, I'm
Can
not
she stand
sure.
up?
All right,
Yes.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
please.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Woo.
All right.
So I'm going to do, I Could Have Danced All Night. And it's from the musical My Fair Lady.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So, bed, I couldn't go to bed, my head's too light to try to set it down. Sleep, sleep, I couldn't go to sleep, not for all the jewels in the crown. I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting when all at once my heart took flight. I only know once he began to dance with me, I could have danced all night.
That was beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
I will give you that dance. Don't you worry.
Wow.
That is fantastic.
Funmi Bucknor, live on Wake Up Nigeria. Honestly, we could have paid a lot of money for that performance.
Yes,
we could have.
and you heard it here for
Beautiful.
free.
Yes, we did.
That is grand. But
Okay.
after this week, after this December, are you going to package all of this into an album or something where people can actually purchase?
Maybe not an album, but yes, I'm going to do so much more. So next year, do one in Abuja, do one, I mean, even outside of Nigeria, I mean, because we need to put ourselves out there. As Nigerians, we're actually doing very well. So we need to put ourselves out there. And of course, people can also consume my music on YouTube. So,
you've got them on YouTube?
No, not yet, but
you're
we're going to put them, yeah.
Oh, that is grand. That's just beautiful. I'm into it right now.
Mm-hmm,
But is it possible for someone from my background with not a single bone of music in him to get to where you are?
Oh, absolutely. I think that everybody is creative.
No, you haven't met me.
No, but I think that you see, it's
Funmi,
only...
wait, Funmi.
Wow.
I cannot...
You can't
sing.
Wow.
You can.
To save my
The
life.
starting point, let me tell you, I started painting recently. I think we were having that conversation just before now. And when I was growing up, it was very clear that, you know, I would do music. My brother would draw. So as a child, he would do comics, draw and everything.
Yeah.
And I did technical drawing in secondary school. I think I only went for that class once. No, not for me. So I grew up telling myself I could never draw until I met a friend online, Kemi Adeyemi Wilson, and she said everybody can draw. As a child, you used to do. That's art, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I started painting. Now I do portraiture.
Yeah, but
So
this is singing now. It's a different
No,
for me.
you use your voice every day.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. So
You use
what do
your
I
voice.
do? What? You've gone to primary 3.
Wow.
Let's start from nursery.
Yeah.
Ooh. What's the other one? What's the next one? Ooh. Are you to tell me I can't sing? I'm a lord of the Singers Club. I'm out here. I'm rubbish.
No, you just need to tune that instrument. You use your voice all the time. He can sing. It's just we don't have time to be teaching this one. Yeah, we don't have time.
We've got others who are also artistic performers here. One looks very, very beautiful. The other one's bearded. Mike and Winfrey. Do you guys want to try?
Yeah.
You see,
Mike.
you see, sometimes some coach, they don't know. Now, this is a word of wisdom.
I could have danced all night.
You see? Now,
I love it.
Now, this is a word of. Now, you see that thing now? I just thought.
Mike, please, can you just
wait now? You see how my strength is doing? It's not all football coach that know how to play football. It's wisdom I'm giving you now. So, see, like now, you see, if I teach Mazino, even our guest now, I will teach her, I can teach her, expand her esophagus into the...
Wow.
And then the
Different
I
show,
think the
Mike.
word you're looking for is diaphragm.
Totally different show.
I'm the one here.
No, there is a diaphragm inside here. Come on, that's what raises your lungs up and down. Come
Listen,
on, guys.
Titi, if you want to start to sing,
Oh my God.
you start from your feet. It comes from your.
I'm impressed, Winfrey. Winfrey, I'm impressed. Yeah. Hopefully.
I should sing. I
I'm
think.
so pleased that you could make it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been really fun. We can't wait for the concert. We're going to be looking out for the reviews as well. At Ajip Hall, what day again?
Ajip Hall, Ajip Recital Hall Music Center, Friday, 25th of November, 2022, at 6 o'clock. Don't be late. You don't start late.
Oh my God.
And that's it for the show today. I want to say thank you to everybody out there who's been with us since the beginning of the week on Monday up until now. Every single guest that we had, you guys are amazing. We love you. Hey, Mike, Winfrey, do you guys have anything to say before we leave?
It's been a wonderful time on the show. Like
do you know that singing is literally ab workouts?
What?
Like my tongue, I'm not even joking.
Winfrey,
I'm having cramps.
Listen to your tutor.
I'm having.
It's all about breath control. And
Oh,
I will teach you. You see, they just told me it's all about breath control. But hey, come on. I'll be giving you personal classes.
Before Mike gives
Hold on. I'm going to tell my no.
It's done for the week. It was an amazing week. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
7 a.m. on Monday, guys. We'll be back.
Catch you guys then.
Bye.